Ain't no stopping us now, folks. If you wanted to stop us, you should have talked to God, because you can't do it by yourself. You want to stop us, it's got to be a direct move by God, because He put us here. And He put us here and He made us so damn strong that He constantly letting us go through things so we can demonstrate our strength. I was talking to a good friend yesterday, and she was stating about how much she'd done in the last 72 hours. And I said, are you complaining or bragging? Think about it. I mean, if you are here getting things done or here thinking about getting things done, you're in pretty good doggone shape. And I guess that's what I want to talk to you about today, is that the shape we're in depends a whole lot on our attitude, because we've got the tools. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look at the last 400 years of misery that the world has tried to place on black folk. And during that whole time, we've been the example for the world, demonstrating strength, demonstrating tenacity, demonstrating creativity, demonstrating that diamonds are created under pressure. You are my diamond brother. You are my diamond sister. And that's all of you. See, everybody around here thinking that they are different because they got a lack of melanin, or they got more melanin than somebody else, and somebody got some money and somebody else don't have it. But I'll tell you what, when it gets down to thinking about people like Robert Adams, Clyde Williams. Clyde Williams is a name you'll hear quite a bit about if you haven't heard about him, because those of us who know about him, loved his thought, loved his existence, loved his shadow, and certainly loved his echo. He's known to most of us as having been a Clyde started, I think, over at San Bernardino Valley College. I think he said he was sweeping floors. I don't know. He said it saved his life, so Valley College, because during that time he got involved in saving other people's lives and recruiting students, black students in particular, to go to Valley College. Not that they weren't going there before, but they weren't going with the enthusiasm and support. And most of us met Clyde under those circumstances, where he was advocating for our youth, advocating for making Valley College a greater place for our youth, and just advocating for a better world in his own unique way. And you'll once again, as you have the opportunity to hear others talk about Clyde, you'll find more about his unique ways of operating. But that uniqueness isn't really that unique, because it comes and stems from the basic thing of support for us, and that's love. It comes from thinking, comes from being critical in your thinking, comes from not judging, but from understanding human nature. There are some of us who give. I mean, they don't reach in their pocket to give. They just, as they walk in the room, they give. They inspire, they support, they make you feel like you're on fire. Some of them are able to do it with a recording. Some of them are able to do it just with a letter. Some of them are able to do it through memory. You think about them. Clyde Williams is one of those kind of people. I want to be one of those kind of people. The guests that we have today and every week are those kind of people. Quite frankly, you who choose to turn your radio station to hear us, to turn your podcast to hear us, are very special. Now, I appreciate those folks who are riding down the freeway, didn't really have a choice, and they hit it and they heard it and they stuck with it. I love you too. But the ones who come back, you're special. You're special because you think I've got something to give you. You know that I'm trying to do that with other people's thoughts, goals, commitments. And so we're thinking, we're all together. And so I want to salute that. You are our people, my people, people of the mind, spirit people. Spirit people. We are the answer for time. For time, we are the answer for time. You are the answer for time. For time has brought us a mirror to see that we are the controllers of destiny, because destiny but a hollow, timeless vacuum waiting to unfold, waiting for us to fill it with soul, the ingredients of soul, our soul, the soul of united spirits, propelling us beyond the karmic repercussions of the old ways of time onto the realm of no time. No time to lie, to hate, to cheat, to kill. No time to submit to the devil's will. Onto a realm of spiritual unity, exploring the stars of love. Creating new emotions based on love. Emoting new worlds based on love. Painting the ribbons of time with the lovely pastels of our mind, spirit people. We are the answer for time. We are the answer for time. Stand up, my brother. You're the answer. This is Empire Talks Back. I'm Wallace Allen. Blessed to be sucking oxygen on this Sunday morning or whenever you hear this podcast. Great guests for you, lining up inspiration, demonstrating dedication, and giving you a reason to know that the world is indeed on its way to being a better place. We'll be right back, right after this short break.
KCAA Loma Linda.
Publish your legal notice in West Side Story newspaper. For the best service and the best rates, call 909-384-8131. Publishing legal notices in the city and county of San Bernardino since 1990. West Side Story provides friendly expert service. Call 909-384-8131 to benefit from budget-friendly rates. Whether a fictitious business name, a name change, a divorce summons, or any other legal or public notice, call West Side Story newspaper 909-384-8131. 909-384-8131. That's 909-384-8131.
Hey, kiddo, ready to catch that movie?
Almost. Wallet, phone, keys, mask. Yep, all set.
A mask? It's not required, is it?
No, but it's gonna be busy and crowded, so I'll feel better with it on.
You right. It is open at night. Let me grab mine.
Nice! You passed the vibe check, Dad!
Wearing a mask when it can help protect you and others is just one way to keep each other safer. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hot, dry weather and a drought are impacting our water supply, but if we work together now, we can make our water last, for us and for future generations. To learn more, visit SaveOurWater.com. Let's make it last, California. Here's tip number 1. To help save our water, wash cars with a bucket, sponge, and a hose that has a self-closing nozzle. You'd be surprised to know how much you can help save. To learn more, visit SaveOurWater.com. Let's make it last, California.
KCAA.
All right, we're back. This is Empire Talks Back. I know you were listening to that announcement about the water, and you're kind of wondering, did you leave that water running? I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. I'm going to do some. But go turn that water off. Stop that drip. You're using up that water, and I'll tell you, it may not seem like a big deal to you. And you may wonder how, gosh, if I save water here in California, how's that going to help my brothers in Sudan? I don't know. But it should make you feel better if you ever see a picture of someone needing water. And you can look at them and you say, wow, they need some water. And you think about the water you just threw out. Now, that's supposed to make you feel bad. I know you could say, well, the water that I threw out, he wasn't going to get to drink it. But if you threw some out and you saw somebody, come on now. So it's not all about what you see. You got to feel some things. You got to let yourself flow. And let that soulful rescue take place.
Is that right?
Okay, because you're sitting in a situation where if you don't let the soulful stuff ebb in, you're going to get full of the other stuff that have you out there full of cruel aid. Get it? Cruel aid? That's what they want you to drink. They want you to be cruel. They want you to be hateful. They want you to be jealous. They want you to be all of that kind of stuff. And who is the they? It's the those who ain't the spirit people. It's to those who are not concerned about other people. Anyway, Miss Lou, I don't mean to preach so hard this morning,
It's okay.
but,
It is
but if it's
Sunday.
going to help me
I
take
mean,
up a little, I don't know, I might take up
Amen.
collection.
Right, I was just gonna say, you want me to put the plate, pass
Put the
plate?
plate out, put the plate out, but it's not
Pass
for
the
me.
plate.
Okay, here's a quick plate, and then we're going to get over to you. Last week we had a young lady on the show. Okay, Miss Jada Booten. She wrote a book called The Wings of Prey. We ended up spending a lot of time. Taylor calling me at the time. Taylor, that's my buddy. Calling me now on the show. He know better. But I'm gonna answer the phone. Taylor. Hey, no, I just want you to know that you're on Empire Talks Back Live. Hey. That's my buddy. That's my brother. He's a busy man. He's got a show here on Monday night. But he's
about that life awareness hour, where we give people roadmaps, a little breadcrumbs and a roadmap to escaping the ghetto.
very good. Breadcrumbs and roadmap to escape the ghetto. Okay, well, I got something for them because I'm going to give them some direction to where they go when they escape. Because I don't want them to run over there on the other side of the track and start shooting back at us by accident because they didn't know any better. Okay, because I want them to recognize who the home team is. Taylor, I'm going to call you after the show, and yes, let's continue that meeting if indeed you're available.
Okay, 11:30, right?
Yeah, 11:30.
Okay, I'll see you then.
All right, perfect. Folks, we're getting ready to save the world. Okay, that's my brother, Mr. Talon. You, if you don't know him, that's okay. We'll introduce him later. But once again, saving the world is what we're about. And Miss Lou is here. What it do, Lou? What it do with Lou?
What it do? What it do? What's up?
Everything is up.
Everybody.
You see, I'm all wired and
When
fired
it's
up
up,
this
then
morning.
it's up, then it's up.
I'm excited about our possibilities, our probabilities,
Yes,
and our
I am too.
responsibilities. And you have been a responsible person here in the Inland Empire for years, and I want to thank you for sharing your access to these wonderful talents that you are bringing to us under the auspices of What It Do with Lou.
Hey, well, thank you for the platform.
Well,
Appreciate
on your
that.
mark, get set, go.
All right, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your girl Lou of Lou Productions, and What It Do with Lou. It stands for Launching Unique Entertainment, and I am on every other Sunday with Wallace Allen here on Empire Talk Back, just to bring you some talent that's out there in the Inland Empire. As I always say, you guys know the IE is saturated with talent, and they just need a platform. So this is what we do. So thank you so much for allowing us to be here today. I brought awesome young gentleman he won our competition. Well, he didn't win our competition, he came in second, but still a winner definitely. And his charisma, his talent is just wonderful. Rap artist LJ Savvy.
LJ.
Yes, LJ.
Spell it. I mean, say his last name.
Savvy.
Savvy.
Because he's savvy.
Savvy.
Yes.
No things.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. With his lyrics and whatnot, huh? And how he engaged the crowd in the audience. I love his energy and how he worked the audience. That's one of the things that kind of like let my eye to the young man
Very
in the
good.
lyrics. Yes.
LJ. Okay, that could be. I don't know what it stands for, but you can believe I'm gonna ask him when it shows up.
Yeah. So we have that young gentleman here, and we also have Chrissy from the Paysetters, Chrissy Harper from the San Bernardino Paysetters drill drum squad to come and just share a little bit.
I don't know if she claimed me as a godfather, but I claim her as a goddaughter. I want all the credit I can garner from Miss Chrissy Harper. She is
a pillar in the community.
and a great echo for me in the sense that I remember her when she was a little girl.
Yeah, she did. She told me she used to write for you too, or something
Yeah,
like that. But
yeah.
see, look at that. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So we got some wonderful individuals here in the building today that we would like to talk to and just give them an opportunity to talk about their talents and what it is that they doing and everything. And
That's Mr. LJ there to your right now, huh?
yes.
All right, LJ, pull that microphone up to you. I don't guess I have to tell you a whole lot about that part, But how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's my first radio interview. I'm excited.
Today's your birthday?
No,
he
not
said-
my birthday.
What
A radio interview.
Oh, okay.
Okay, nice.
I mean, if you can get an extra birthday present, we might could call you Reverend LJ.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you said this is your first radio interview?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I love when I pop it.
Listen.
But that's all I'm gonna say. We live on the air. But yeah, and then what better place to do it here on Empire Talk
Somebody
Back?
thought I was signifying when I said the Reverend should have two. He could be a Reverend with two birthdays. But the thing about that is the pastor was born on a certain day, then he has a birthday with the church. Okay, and my mother is ordained, and she's a Leo, and she's from Mississippi. We celebrate the whole month of August. But that's because she's also my mother's sweetheart. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm talking about you.
No.
Talking about my mama is not an interruption.
Absolutely
never,
not.
never,
The queen, right?
never.
Yes,
The
right.
queen.
That's
how
right.
that's how you are who you are today.
Speak on
It wasn't for her. So I'll give it up to all the queens. But yeah, are we going?
Oh,
yeah?
we're going to take a break.
A quick break?
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah,
okay.
that
And we're going
was-
to come back with you, okay? All right.
KCAA Loma Linda.
Publish your legal notice in West Side Story newspaper. For the best service and the best rates, call 909-384-8131. Publishing legal notices in the city and county of San Bernardino since 1990. West Side Story provides friendly expert service. Call 909-384-8131 to benefit from budget-friendly rates. Whether a fictitious business name, a name change, a divorce summons, or any other legal or public notice, call West Side Story newspaper 909-384-8131. 909-384-8131. That's 909-384-8131.
COVID-19 vaccines help keep our families safer from the risks of COVID-19. Now, children 6 months and older are eligible to receive that same reassuring protection. As a parent, you might have questions or want to find out more about COVID-19 vaccines for kids. And that's okay. Talk with your doctor today or visit vaccinateall58.com to learn more so you can feel good about the facts. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hot, dry weather and a drought are impacting our water supply, but if we work together now, we can make our water last for us and for future generations. To learn more, visit SaveOurWater.com. Let's make it last, California. Here's tip number 2 to help save our water. Check your toilet and faucets for leaks on a regular basis. You'd be surprised to know how much water a tiny leak can waste. To learn more, visit SaveOurWater.com. Let's make it last, California.
KCAA.
All right, we're back. This is Wallace Allen. I'm here with Lou Dowdy. We're here with LJ
Yes, sir.
Savvy. He's a young man, and he uses the platform of rapping to express himself and deliver a message.
Yes,
And
sir.
I don't think you're married, are you, son?
No, not
okay,
yet.
okay. We might be able
Don't
to.
even be thinking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You got a whole future.
I don't know what he's thinking about. But let me
Yeah,
say this
so-
real quick. I spoke about Jada Booten and her book, The Wings of Fallen Prey, and we interviewed her all last week, and I didn't let her talk too much about her book because she was so interesting just to talk. So I want to remind people that you can go to Google and simply say The Wings of Fallen Prey by Jada Booten, Booten, and her book will come up. And it's a great little book. I'm going to have her come on next week and read a couple pages out for you because I was just really impressed with her presence. But then I opened up her book and got impressed again. So you can go to Google, check it out. The Wings of Prey by Jada Booten. And she's a 12-year-old. That's what I'm.
Oh, wow.
12 years.
An entrepreneur. Young
very
entrepreneur.
much an entrepreneur. And her daddy was hoovering the way he's supposed to. Nice helicopter dad. That's what we're looking for when we have
it.
young princesses, potential queens like that.
Amen.
Did you know that I'm actually also not to steal your shine, but I'm also actually a published author.
You're
Are
published
you?
author.
Okay,
What did
okay,
you
okay.
publish, Jay?
Nah, I was in 4th grade, and
Shut up.
I was in 4th grade, and they wanted us to write haikus. And so I wrote a haiku about Twinkies because that's like my favorite. I swear to God, I wrote a haiku about Twinkies, and I ended up getting in this book of like accolades, and I was just like super excited. They sent me like 10 copies, and I was like, wow, I have a haiku about Twinkies out there.
Congratulations.
I don't.
You don't.
I remember something about like twinkly golden Twinkies, and I was just like going really in depth about these Twinkies that I love so much.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now I want to hear it.
But what was the impact on you? What made you think you could write one? What's a haiku first? I'll tell people.
A haiku is a type of poem.
Okay.
I believe that it's
just multi-talented.
Yeah, it's 7, 5, and 7, like lines. And
7 words.
Yeah.
5 words. 7.
And then 7. Yeah. So.
So that takes a lot of critical thinking to have the idea and then to cut it up to get to that idea.
Yeah.
What were you doing prior to that? Were you doing puzzles when you were a kid?
No, I'll tell you what though. My parents didn't let me watch like SpongeBob and stuff. I wasn't watching SpongeBob.
He over there looking at his
I was watching SpongeBob, but I tell you what.
Dadager over there, Dadager. Like
no, yeah, I'll tell you though. Now I'm really appreciative because now like I was watching like Discovery Channel. Like I love to watch like Shark Week and stuff like that, or I was on like PBS and
I love Discovery
yeah,
Channel.
stuff like that. So like words have always been just like a thing for me. So I think just words in general. I'm just really
things that you were exposed to.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know, I should ask most young people this. Do you remember a time in your life when you could understand what your parents and everybody around you were saying, but they couldn't understand what you were saying?
If I'm being honest with you.
Please.
Nah. I feel like I don't, and this isn't even this isn't like to brag or anything, but I feel like because of who my parents are, I've been brought up to be very articulate. And so I've always been allowed like a platform to speak my mind if I was making sense, right? So if I understood, usually he's like, all right, you know what I mean?
Well,
so
and can you come up here, Don, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
He got a hip dad. His dad is not. So he with the business. And speaking of with the business, he's also in the business as well too. I was looking through your profile as well, but I'm going to bring you back to talk about more about you as an artist.
What's your name, Don?
My name is Don.
Don. I said, what's your name, Don?
Right.
I was just what's your name, Dad? But it's Don. Okay.
Don. But with that being said, we want to get more information about this young upcoming artist, because one thing about Lou Productions is that it's about our youth, it's about our community. Because as you can see, he's very articulate. He's super talented. So it took he can give credit to his parents. And that's what it's all about in our community. And we want to help and showcase talented youth, not just in San Bernardino, but throughout, the different communities, and give them platform. So you won our second place for our youth talent showcase that took place last month on the 30th. And you were super dope. The crowd loved you. But I saw you for the first time at Chords Youth Enrichment Center. Not at the center, but at Valley. Yeah, where they were doing a showcase, and your momager was there. Right.
Who was there?
My wife.
Yeah, so momager, dadager, you know what I'm saying? They managing him, this talent, right? And me and my
special
assistant.
props to people who give their props to the moms. That's where I'm standing.
Right. Fell in love with your energy and your spirit. So can you just let us know really quick, why did you get involved in wanting to be a rap artist or pursue rap?
So momager, dadager. So this guy, I literally have pictures of me in the studio. I think at like 3, 4. Yeah, I was really young. So and then he's always just been in music. And shouts out to Uncle Gil as well, coming up under him and just rapping a lot. He's also another rapper. And then my mom, who's like an amazing singer, really talented. She has a great vision as well. So I think that just kind of helped shape me into being this kind of mesh of both of them.
Beautiful.
And,
Awesome.
How old are you now?
17.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you in school, or are you
am.
doing? Okay, because I know you're doing so much. Because I really don't be accepting youth on my social media, but I was like, okay,
appreciate you.
But just on the social, so I found out that in just talking that you play the piano. You write. What else? What else?
Well, my main instrument
drums?
is drums. Yeah, I love drums. I've been playing drums since I think I was in like second or third grade. I started playing drums, jazz drums.
Wow.
For those of you who don't know, yeah, I love hip hop, but like I have such a huge love for jazz and the artistry that is. So. Yeah.
Awesome. So it was just a natural
Yeah, just music. Just music.
lane for you.
Yeah.
because
Did
of-
you bring any of your music? Can we put anything up?
Oh, can we put anything up?
Yeah, we'll work it on during the break time.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. That works.
Very good.
Awesome.
What is the? I don't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
Okay, but I'm always wanting to let other parents know that they're also sitting on little stars waiting to explode, and many times with the discipline and the I'm in charge that parents have, they end up putting a blanket over that creativity. They end up stifling the child for the convenience of the parent. And it's a natural kind of thing because, most people want to be in control. They want to go to the bathroom first, have the first shot at this, that, and the other. But special people and special circumstances come out when people do special things. And when parents look to the future with their children, not so much at the present, and willing to be a little inconvenienced because, the kid wants to beat on the piano instead of go to bed.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to hear that. Stop playing that. That's too loud. I'm watching all my children.
yes,
Yeah.
so your
play that. Do that.
the escape from that
Yeah.
situation into the realm of soulful relief that you're getting and making, and under the auspices and push of Dad, I think that route is available for most of the kids.
It is.
But we have to support that route.
Yeah.
So, Dad, what's your conscious thoughts as you were taking him to the studio, dragging him around, when it would have been much easier to just leave him there, get a babysitter and run, go do what you wanted to do?
Our family is very much big on legacy. And like you said, my wife, she's a wonderful singer. She understands the business. She had, nominal success at a young age herself. So we parent in our home as an environment where our children can express themselves freely to a degree. I mean, we still have, obedience, discipline.
Well, he said he wasn't watching
No.
TV and stuff.
Yeah, no, we intentionally, I intentionally kept him from things that would distract him without having any efficiency or growth for him.
My father used to take the TV tubes to work with him.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
he knew we'd figure out and understand the idea of TV tubes. I guess
tubes?
most of you guys don't know what a tube is, but in the back of the TV, if you take the tube out, that's better than unplugging it. 'Cause, see, so but that control is an amazing element, something to think about. And you guys fire me up on these things, and I want to be more of a thought factory than an answer factory. I want to dig into your mind. But there's this thing on the internet that keeps jumping up. It says, and it's about Jay-Z, and it says, this one thing changed my life. And I don't know what it is, and I don't click into most of that stuff, but I do like that question. I keep saying to myself now, what could be a life-changing kind of thing? And the thing you just said is very simple. Stop watching TV. When I stopped watching TV, those 10 hours a day that I was giving away to somebody else all of a sudden became mine, and I found that there was things on my mind that I could do to help make my dreams come true. And that's amazing when you start controlling your time. I would imagine for you to be successful, you've got a schedule as you do your day, right? You don't just when you get old like me, you can just, okay, I ain't gonna do that, just lay there a little bit. But you got a schedule. Tell us about it. What's your day like?
If I'm not doing like homework, I'm in the studio.
Tell you what, I'm gonna let you think about that before we
Okay.
take a short break, because I've just been reminded, and that I need to be reminded on that we have a break coming up. Right after this break, we're gonna go back and find out about LJ's schedule that allows him to produce records, learn things, be an inspiring young man to his friends, and a loving child to his parents. I know that because I look at your daddy's eyes and I say, wow, that boy's still breathing. He must be doing it. All right, we'll be right back.
KCAA Loma Linda.
Publish your legal notice in West Side Story newspaper. For the best service and the best rates, call 909-384-8131. Publishing legal notices in the city and county of San Bernardino since 1990. West Side Story provides friendly expert service. Call 909-384-8131 to benefit from budget-friendly rates. Whether a fictitious business name, a name change, a divorce summons, or any other legal or public notice, call West Side Story newspaper 909-384-8131. 909-384-8131. That's 909-384-8131.
Californians have worked really hard to beat COVID-19 by doing the things we know work best, like getting vaccinated and boosted, testing before and after travel, staying home when feeling sick, and wearing a mask when it can protect us and others. Let's continue to do our part to keep each other safer from COVID-19. When we work together, there's nothing we can't overcome. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Hot, dry weather and a drought are impacting our water supply, but if we work together now, we can make our water last for us and for future generations. To learn more, visit SaveOurWater.com. Let's make it last, California. Here's tip number 1. To help save our water, wash cars with a bucket, sponge, and a hose that has a self-closing nozzle. You'd be surprised to know how much you can help save. To learn more, visit SaveOurWater.com. Let's make it last, California.
KCAA.
All right, we're back. This is Empire Talks Back. I'm Wallace Allen. We're here with L.J. Savvy and his father, Don, brought to the table by Lou Dowdy of What It Do with Lou.
What it do, y'all?
And we are just having a great time. I don't know if we're succeeding at all with what Lou decided that, when she initially set this up. But we've had a great conversation, Lou. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I ain't really sorry.
I always tell you, this is your show. I'm just here to flow a little bit with you here and there. So.
Well, I'm just real appreciative. I think we have the opportunity to hear a little bit of LJ's music.
All right.
All right. Let's. What's this particular piece?
This one's called "Getting It." It's just basically
Don't explain too much.
Okay.
Let that imagination work. I like that. Okay, getting it, because I feel like that's what I'm doing. Come on.
You know it, yeah. You know it, shorty. You know it, baby. You know it, yo. Thinking I'm finally getting it. I just need money, don't talk to me funny, cause I let I feel of these Benjamins. You try to play me, but you must be crazy. Base having my name ain't no idiot. I'm in the P if you looking for me, but I wouldn't do that if I was him. Cause all of my brothers is getting it, and all of my brothers is getting it. I just need money, don't talk to me funny, cause I let I feel of these Benjamins. You try to play me, but you must be crazy. Base having my name ain't no idiot. I'm in the P if you looking for me, but I wouldn't do that if I was him. Cause me and my brothers is getting it. Go 1, 2, 3, we gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it like 1, 2, 3. 7 in the building, maybe you know me. They want love, I need the money. Like slow down, baby. With my brothers trying to get it for they mothers. Couple years before I trust it. Know that you know, you lucky you don't. Think we some dummies, just to go dummies. Jacking like Yogi, sweeter than honey, babe. Okay, think we some bakers. Where did I flake her? Just trying to get this cake all day. Hate it right now, they can hate all day. Ain't mad and it ain't 2K. If the boys gon' play, then they ain't gon' I'm finally getting it. I just need money, don't talk to me funny, cause I let I feel of these Benjamins. You try to play me, but you must be crazy. Base having my name ain't no idiot. I'm in the P if you looking for me, but I wouldn't do that if I was him. Cause all of my brothers is getting it, and all of my brothers is getting it. I just need money, don't talk to me funny, cause I let I feel
All right, that's our new theme song. I'm getting it. Be funny. The address is 577 North D Street, Suite 112H. Make the check out to West Side Story newspaper. And I like that.
Thank you.
Like that. But I said and inferred earlier that because the song was getting it, I was getting it. But if you're talking about getting that money, I want to get it. Let me put it like that. I want to get it, but I feel like if you're getting it, I'm getting it.
Fair enough.
You know,
we can get
if
together.
you can get it, I'm
Everybody
getting
can
it
get
because the way you getting it, I got pride in. I can work with the lyric, I can work with the beat, I can work with the intent of the family, I can work with the tradition and legacy that they're onto. And whatever we can do to support you, we want to do that. So part of that is how can we get that music in the hands of the folks that are listening?
It's everywhere. We distribute worldwide. It's on all platforms. It's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you can stream music. He's going to be present.
Should they ask for Wallace Allen's music?
They should.
They should.
No, they should.
I mean, I'm trying to be funny.
LJ Savvy.
LJ Savvy. And is there just LJ Savvy and everything, or
spell savvy for him?
SAVVY.
SAVVY. All right, you guys have been savvied up.
Really quick. Where are you going to be at next? Where are you going to be at? Where can we see you?
I believe I'll be at the what's it called? What's the event called?
Taste of Soul.
Help me. Taste of Soul. On October 18th. No.
18th.
8th.
5th. Okay.
That's in L.A.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the Taste of Soul in L.A. Put on by the Sentinel newspaper. Yeah. Heck yeah, that's going to be great.
Yeah, we're gonna show up.
Represent.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations for the second place winner. And I see a bright future, and I appreciate. And Don, we'll have you on
soon
in the future to talk about all that you've done and doing. So.
And you can come back with him and tell us how you've inspired.
Yeah, so we can
right. So, thank you guys so much.
That's out of sight. That's dynamic. That's what we need to hear. Let's hear a little bit more of that as we bring Chrissy Harper in.
San Bernardino Pace Setter.
I'm way too busy, that's cause I'm supposed to. Taurus, but I make them think I'm a Cancer. Only exotic, not talking nigga man's like Dre. Only rapper with a 4-1, K. Hello, Savvy, baby daddy, lay. They been trying to explain, but I told them hold on, wait, cause I just need money, don't talk to me funny, cause I feel it, these Benjamins. You try to play me, but you must be crazy, but
I guess if we talk about needing money, we could also bring up a great community organization that is always spending money. They're always doing things. They're always being places, and somehow some money's got to come up to make those things happen. Chrissy Harper, you are the face of the. Yeah, you don't worry about that right now.
Don't worry about it. Okay, I got it.
You are the face of the pace setter drill team. Tell us about the pace setters. You guys are a tradition, long-term legacy here in the city of San Bernardino.
Pace setters.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Wallace, first of all, I'm just so honored to be here. I mean, sitting amongst a great hero. Not just my time.
Lou's really top.
Well, that's you. I was getting to you, Lou next, but that's you. I really appreciate you and allowing this opportunity. And it's crazy that LJ was talking about legacy. That's one word that we use to describe the Pacesetters. Founded in 1959, go all the way back. It's been over 63 years now that we're able to continue to, step on the streets of not only San Bernardino but across the world.
Right.
We were Miss Joanne Parker, retired after 40 years of being our director. And she looked at me and pretty much said, it's your time to take the drill team to the next level. And so with that, with the heavy heart, I didn't want her to retire, but I was ready for the challenge.
Yes, ma'am, you were.
And so I knew if somebody had to do it, it was going to be me. And I was ready to step up and do pretty much what I was already doing, and that was leading, the young people into greatness.
Absolutely.
And so we definitely have a legacy on our hands, and I'm grateful. And you say I'm the face, but I'm really just their arms and legs because we do it together. I can't do it without the amazing team that I have. I can't do it without the amazing leadership, and we all have a place in a lane that we play a major role, and I'm just grateful to be at the helm of some amazing young people.
Amen.
I'm listening to this wonderful articulation from this child that used to come up and say, Miss Allen, tell that boy to leave me alone.
Tell him I don't want nothing to do with him.
Yes. And that was not a problem for me at all because I didn't want you to have too much to do with him either. But that's really good. With the pace setters, you guys how many people are involved with you now? How many in the dance in the drill team?
Literally, we begin at age 5 years old and we go all the way up. Literally, when I say all the way up, that these are adults that have come back to kind of lend a helping hand, and they still perform and
Mhm.
everything. But we part of our program, we're about 80 strong. And we have peewees, juniors, seniors, adults, and drummers. And so these are people who literally.
I know the drill team goes to a beat and stuff,
Mhm.
but I need you to stop beating on the table.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He
did, yeah. He did.
I was trying to give you
It's
a
a
signal.
habit. I saw that. I was like, wait, what's that? But yeah, we do. We're rhythmic.
Or if you're going to do it, be a little more rhythmic with it so that we
Right.
can predict. Yeah.
Right. Someone's calling me. They don't know I'm on the phone.
Oh, that's okay.
Right.
Answer the phone.
Oh,
right?
no.
We answer the phone around here.
But yeah, we have, like I said, about 80 strong. We travel all over. The Pacesetters were definitely founded with as a parade team and definitely competition team. So we don't shy away from that. But since I became the director over 5 years ago, we've incorporated more of community.
Okay.
So we do a lot more performing and opening up and, just being able
to. For free.
Sometimes we're going to adjust that attitude,
So
because we need to pay attention to what Savvy is saying. We need some of this money.
Getting it.
Yes, because everybody else that's around enjoying it. Folks, interruption again. But you've got two realms out here, and they're both politically based. One of them is trying to tell you that you're poor as hell, and the other one is trying to tell you that things are really good and they're going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to pick one of those attitudes, because it's like a lane in the car, one of them is going to take you somewhere and one of them is going to be a stall. The one that's going to encourage you and make you move forward is the one that says, hey, the world's doing okay. Because if you personally have a problem, there are some resources that you can reach out to. There are places you can go. And I bet that if you've got a child and your child is involved with the Pacesetters, that if you've got some problems, you can go to Chrissy, and Chrissy will know who to go to. Exactly. The world is functional, and we've got people who want to stay on top. Ooh, when I say stay on top of that, let you know who I'm worried about doing it, because you know who's on top, right? They think they're on top. Yeah, they are the ones who are in a position to make the rules, even though they don't represent everybody. So I'm going to say this. It's time for you to vote. It's time for you to register to vote. It's time for you to remember that you are in charge. You are capable of making this world be as great as you want it to be.
Go vote.
Yeah, and it's not just go vote. You got to think about it. You got to get concerned. And if your child is going to the Pacesetters, or if your child is going to the studio, remember somebody sent their child to the studio with R. Kelly. Sent their child.
Well.
Okay.
We going there.
No, I need you to go. I need you to be with them. Yeah. I need you to understand what's going on so they can understand that you care.
Yes.
We need those things.
Mr. Wallace Allen, no, but going back to the voting, one of the things I definitely want to, I can't stress enough, please know what's on the measure. No, read. It's very tricky. Those wording is very, very tricky. You could be thinking you're saying yes to something, and you really will be not saying yes to what you thought you were saying yes to. So make sure if you don't, there's different polling places or different, go to your local churches or whatever to get an understanding of what's on the measure, what's on the ballot. So,
and at this early stage, we are November. Most election things people don't start campaigning hard until after Labor Day. So there's obviously something that you all have seen on TV now in terms of measures that people are arguing about this early.
Right.
Must mean a lot. Must mean a lot. If it means a lot, that means somebody should take their time and come and explain to us what's going on and why they're going on with. Yeah, and I'm talking about that 26 and 27. This has to do with gaming, and shall we have people able to play on their machines. What it really boils down to is who's going to get paid for all of that gambling.
Right.
And I remember before they had legal gambling, they had to play bingo and do little things like that. And I remember how people shared with the people that are in charge of casinos now and made it possible. I remember how the casino owners would talk about how folks would come up the hill and do things to share with them and, make them feel good in the community. Now, everybody didn't do it, but the folks who did do it, So I'm saying all of that to say that if you really want to win and you want to talk about being part of the community, you need to get off of TV and come be part of the community.
Right.
Period.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I'm going to
Loud
say it again.
and-
I'll say it
and you
again.
dropped the cat.
Right.
Get up
right.
off of the TV, radio, call them commercials, and come out and deal with some of these pace setter groups. Deal with some of these folks who got some studios that are raising up young folk to speak their minds in a way that's going to help the planet grow and care for itself. All of this, let's take the gamble out of gamble and put some assuredness, some predictability. I ain't saying don't gamble. I'm gambling when I drive my car around the corner. This pavement may not even be there. But I'm saying that there are things that we can do to demonstrate our care for each other through organizations that are demonstrating their care for each other every day. We don't have to get locked up trying to figure out who's the most evil.
Right.
You know, whose cruel aid tastes the better? Do I feel better when I separate the families at the border? Or do I feel better when I see a policeman shoot somebody in the back? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. I can't tell. Do it again. Let's stop some more children. Let's separate some more, and shoot some more black folk in the back, and let me figure out how I. Come on, folks.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We're under assault, and we've been under it for 400 plus years, but we ain't scared. And don't act crazy, and don't act scared. Act with strategy.
Right.
Act with love.
Yes.
If you proper going from love,
say,
you're gonna be okay. I'm sorry, baby.
It's
Go ahead.
okay. No, you right on. You right on.
Right.
And I was just gonna say that a lot of people don't realize that, you know, when we have platforms like the Paysetters or different organizations, we're more than just a drill team. The drill team is what we use as a vehicle to maneuver, you know, where we're going and how we're navigating around, you know, this life. But we're more than a drill team. We're out setting the pace, and we're actually helping young people to get out of
those
situations that they're in.
Okay.
Are you being rhythmic now? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Okay, it's you.
But yeah.
But Christy, before we go out of time, I know that the Paysetters is actually doing funding and raising funds for. You could let us know about
the Paysetters, like I said, we're everywhere. We're all over the place, and we've been just performing, you know, out the kindness of our heart because we love it and it's our passion, and we want to see, you know, different events go up, you know, in a higher realm. But we've been, like I said, getting ready for competition, and we're headed to Las Vegas coming up this week. We're leaving on Friday. And of course, like I said, it takes money. You know, it takes money to operate, you know, an organization, buses and travel and hotel accommodations and uniforms and equipment and, you know, and all these different things. And so, yes, there's so many people that help us, and Lou being one of them and Mr. Wallace being another. They always look out, you know, and it's just that it takes a village. You know, it takes a little bit of everybody. And so we don't want to see these programs to diminish or to go away because of the lack of funding, you know. So if
Maybe we haven't asked people for enough help. How many teams will be in Las Vegas?
There's teams coming from everywhere, so I'll probably say about 10, 15 teams, and each
That's
team.
all?
Yeah, but each team has a different category or different.
So Miss Lou.
Yes.
So the people in Vegas think they can put on a better drill team competition than
Oh no,
folks
we
from
have
Empire?
our competition.
No,
that
we have
sponsor.
Christy. Yeah, Christy just.
Okay,
Christy
so
just
we really
did
going
it.
to Vegas to let people know they need to come to the
to
Empire.
support, and what she's doing is it's exposure for the Paysetters, but it's also exposure not just for the Paysetters, but it's exposure for our town, for our community, to show that there's still good in our hood. What people say
We
that
headlining.
it isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
we may not be the headliner,
We're not.
but we gonna be
And
the big
we're
echo
big-
that you remember.
Right, we're big on support. So
Right.
each team has their own competition that they host, and they were gracious enough to come to ours. You know, even if we can't make it to different ones, we always send forth a donation, or we
Right.
send some kind of representation. So we want to make sure that we are spreading our love.
When
you know,
you
all
have
around.
your
Reciprocation, that's what
competition,
it's all about.
When you have your competition, people come and watch.
Oh, definitely.
And we come and pay ticket. Buy
Absolutely.
Tickets. Let's start promoting your next
Yes.
deal right away.
April.
So
it happens in April every year. So we're coming around in April.
Huge event. Huge event.
Our venue is huge. We had over 5,000 people at our last one.
Okay, so we need to go to a place a little bit bigger.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm committed.
Let's go.
Okay. Getting it. How we getting it?
Getting it.
We're gonna be getting it. Okay.
And speaking of that event, since we only event, even though I know it's on the cuff, Do I have permission to?
Yes.
I want to. So Lou Production in conjunction with. Say it again, huh? Black Natives Entertainment, and also with Chords, we're actually doing a hip hop rap youth showcase in spring. A lot of people want to shun on hip hop and want to shun on rap, but I'm going to tell you, it saves lives.
Yes.
It saves lives.
Yes.
It saves lives. So we are doing a $1,000 hip hop and rap youth 19 and under showcase happening in spring in March. So be on the lookout on all of our social media platforms for that.
Amazing.
That is amazing, and here we are. What is it? How long has hip hop and rap been around? You and I were kids then.
Well, officially since '77.
Since '77, and we're finally getting ready. People saying, "Well, we're not going to disdain hip hop anymore."
Right. No, but you know,
that was one of
keeping people out of trouble.
I don't say these are the vehicles.
Absolutely.
These
Yeah,
are the vehicles.
You know, keeping that girl, a young child, from being getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Off of drugs, off of.
The point I want to make is, old folk, we always get mad at the young folk and figure that what they're doing is out of line. And there will come a time when you will be hearing maybe your child doing something. Say, what is that mess they doing? Okay, but young folk are supposed to revolve and evolve. And those of us who are spirit people look forward to that and absorb that and encourage that.
Yes.
And I love
Thank
you, Chrissy, for
Thank
doing
you. I
that.
love you more.
Don, I just met
Thank
you, but I love you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Because I know that his friends and their parents, you'll be the hangout place, because ain't nobody going to be R. Kelly in over there where you doing what you do. All right? I mean, right. And that's important, because we look at the fallacies, we look at the problems that come up, and they come up not because of what was there, but because of what wasn't there.
You know what? People don't realize. I know he said we got a little bit of time, but people don't realize that if you focus on, there's 1 to 5. For every one thing that's going wrong, there's 5 things going right. If you focus on those 5 things going right, that one thing is going to dissipate. You don't have to worry about it. It magnify those 5 things that are going right, and then we will then change the world, because that's what you were talking about. That's what it's all about.
That's why I feel better every time I talk to you guys. You make my world so much better.
Love it.
Yeah, no, it's real. It's absolutely real. I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Sharing. Thank you for
Platform.
doing what you've done.
LJ
to be
Savvy.
here. And keep it up. And Miss Lou,
Don.
knock me down, girl. You did it again.
Lou,
Okay. This is Empire
Platform.
Talks Back. I'm Wallace.
Big General.
We're here on
Lou.
the case for truth and justice. And
Yes.
boy, we're working well. See you guys next week
Thank
under
you.
True
Thank you
Circumstances.
so much. We love you.
If the good Lord's willing. 2, if the creek don't rise.
Rise.
And guess what? A lot of folks are learning how to swim. Okay, we'll be okay with all of that.
KCAA Loma Linda, 10